Hi! Welcome back to Betty's Basement. My name is Betty. You spell that Betty. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I'm streaming live from my parents' basement. So don't forget to subscribe, like us, and swipe up for more information. Up and away. This is my best friend, Stuart. Say hi, Stuart.
Hi, Stuart.
No! Say hi to our friend.
I did it again. Hi, friends. I'm Stuart.
That's right. This is Stuart. He's my bae.
Hey, I told you we're just friends.
My mom says you never know what can happen when love's involved. Lean back.
You're 7, I'm 5. We don't know about love.
I know about a lot of things. Anyway, I know about a lot of stuff, and one thing I know is that here on Betty's Basement, you don't just watch the party, you are the party. That's right. And tell our friends why this week on Betty's Basement is so special.
It's so special because we have our summer experience series where we help our friends play recess.
Wow! Yes, please to the summer experience. I am so excited. You know what, Stuart? One of my favorite things to do in the summer is to log on to the internet. That's how I type. And then to read about other people. Did you know that Kim and Kanye are getting divorced? I know. Tell me what you like about the summer.
Summertime, I love to go to barbecues when people cook and bring food, but sometimes the food isn't that good, but I eat it anyway to be nice.
That's because inside of this exterior is a heart of gold and a stomach of steel.
It's TMI, Betty.
Wow, it's just one of the reasons I love you so much.
We just win. All right, you know what? I think it's time to show our friends how to have recess.
Wow, that sounds awesome. We
So,
should play a game.
game.
Okay, here's how we're going to play this game, Stuart. You need a red Solo cup.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to be the caller. So if I say something like knees, you're going to touch your knees. Good job, okay? And then if I said ears, you're going to
I got it. Okay.
And then when I say cup, we both try to grab the cup at the same time.
Okay.
But whoever gets the cup is the winner, chicken dinner.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds
here we
good.
go.
Okay.
Okay. Center yourself. Cleansing breath. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Here we go. Ankles, knees, shoulders, cup. Wow! I win!
Oh, man.
It's okay. We can try again.
Okay,
Stuart.
let's try again.
Okay. Eyes, nose, mouth, shoulders, elbows, cup. Wow! I love this game.
Oh, man.
You want to do it one more time?
Okay, one more time.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, knees, ears, ankles, thighs.
You know,
3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3.
You know, this isn't fair because you were the caller. You knew when you were going to say cup.
Just drinking in those wins. Am I right, ladies? Yeah, that was a little strategic on my part, Stuart. You know what I think? I think our friends should play. Hey, friends, turn to your leader and say, leader, let's play that game.
Have fun. Bye.
She's just a girl, but she's on fire. Hot like a burning dream, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire, filled with catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. Oh, she's got her feet on the ground and she's burning it down. She's got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. No, 'cause this girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. a flame, so bright she can burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You can try, but you won't forget her name. She's on top of the world, hottest of the hottest girls say. Oh, she's got her head in the clouds, and she's burning it down. Oh, she's got both feet on the ground, and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. Yeah, this girl is on fire. And there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world can change its art. No scars till you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. And there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world can change its art. No scars till you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. Oh. When the rain is blowing in your face, and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. And when the evening shadows and the stars appear, there is no one to dry your tears. I would hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I knew it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind we belong. 'Cause I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue, and there is nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret, the winds of change are blowing wild and free, but you ain't seen nothing like me yet. 'Cause I hung high up on that cross for you, just to show you the things that love will do. Oh, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love.
Hi, my name is Jordan Whitmarsh, and there was a time in my life where I felt unloved by humans, by God. I was full of shame, I was full of regret, I was angry, I was so full of all emotions, and I never thought that God would be able to love me until I came across this verse in Luke 15, verses 4 through 5. And it says, "Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 to go after the one? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it over his shoulders and goes home." And that verse just really made me know that God loves me because he would leave 99 people to come after me.
Hey everybody.
everybody. Welcome back to day 2 of camp. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you said yes to attend this week. I'm so glad that I get to share some of my stories with you. And today I look like I'm in an old log cabin, but this is our Young Life house here in Salinas, California. I don't know if I told you I was from Salinas, but that's where I'm from. A little big town here in the Monterey County area, an hour south of San Jose, California, 6 hours from Los Angeles. So we're right in the middle on the Central Coast, and we have a Young Life house here. And this is my office. It's a total disaster right now. And you know why? Because we've been having small cohorts with kids through this pandemic, and everybody thinks that my office is the storage room, and it bothers me. It's a mess, and it's kind of messy. It has Lucky Charms all over it in the boxes. There's a bike in here. There's some disco balls with feathers from a banquet, but that is the real life that I live. And I don't have a fancy office, and I don't ever probably want one, because this is what I do in life. And yesterday I told y'all to be real, and I'm gonna be real with you. Like, my office is a disaster. And I came over here because it's kind of loud at my house today. I have dogs, it's dirt, it's just too loud. And I'm like, well, if I go to the Young Life house, it's only me. So this is where I'm at. And I invited us to come and see yesterday Jesus and listen to the stories. And I asked you to be real. And I'm being real with you. My calendar's even still on February. That's how real it gets. But I also wanted to share another story with you and talk about something that happened to me a few years ago. Being afraid is something that I really don't like. I don't like scary movies because I don't like the way I feel when you have to jump at something. But being afraid and fear is a real emotion. It causes us to have anxiety, it has stress, nerves, etc. And I do not like being alone when things are happening like that. Like, if something major happens to me, and I don't like being alone. My mom is an important person to me, so sometimes if my mom would go with me places, I would just feel so much better. But when I was pregnant 18 years ago with my daughter, I remember this clearly. It was in October, and I went to the doctor for my monthly checkup, check how the baby is doing. I'm pretty sure it was a girl. We really didn't know, but I just kind of knew maybe that she was going to be a girl. I mean, as moms, you kind of know that. You kind of have that feeling, right? And you're like, I know it's a girl. And then it comes out and he's a boy. But at this time, they did an ultrasound. We're pretty sure that she was a gal. And I went to the doctor, and then the doctor tells me, after you check in and you do all those things, the doctor tells me, Jessica, you need to go straight to the hospital. And I was like, what? Why? Like, why do I have to go to the hospital? And he's like, I need you to go straight to the hospital. Your blood pressure is extremely high, and you have protein in your urine. Now, y'all mamas and dads, if you've been to the appointments with your significant other, you know that is a sign of something kind of scary. And I was super scared, but I trusted my doctor. He knew what was best for me and for my daughter. So I had drove myself to the hospital because Ileana's biological father didn't want to go with me to the appointment. So I drove myself, high blood pressure, right? Doctor even asking me, do you see stars? I'm like, stars? What are you talking about? Like, no. He was just like, you're really, really high. And so I drive myself to the community hospital, the Monterey Peninsula in Monterey, and I instantly have anxiety and fear. Like, am I gonna die? Is my daughter gonna die? Am I not gonna have this baby? All these emotions that I had. I was scared. I was by myself because her dad's sorry. I'm thinking about it. It makes me upset, but I didn't have her father there, and my mom wasn't there. And I was alone and afraid. I remember him telling me at 31 weeks, she wasn't due until November 30th or beginning of December, and it's like October 5th. And I remember being 31 weeks and him telling me, you have to deliver this baby. And I was alone. And then I get to the hospital and the nurse greets me. She goes, oh, you must be Jessica. And she puts me in the hospital bed right away, puts me up and takes care of me. But at the hospital, I was extremely nervous. I was so afraid because I didn't know the outcome of preeclampsia. I didn't know my body could become toxic and reject the baby as well as myself. I could possibly die. And I call my mom. Back then they did have, in 2002, they had cell phones. So I called my mom and I told her, Mom, I'm going to the hospital. And my mom is just that mom. She's going to throw a chancla at me one day, but then she's going to be there whatever I need. And I remember her telling me, I'm on my way, mija, don't worry. And I remember her praying for me. God is with you. Don't forget, the Lord is with you. But at the time, I'm just nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen to me. And this was one of the hardest times of my life, being alone. And I feel like this message, I remember those emotions of feeling by myself and not feeling like I don't know the outcome and I'm afraid. And my question to you is, maybe, have you ever felt that way? Like life is challenging. It's hard. Have you felt alone? Have you felt anxiety about your future, about your baby's future, about stability, about all the things that are going around in the world this past year? Have you felt fear? Maybe something you've experienced has hurt you and you try to fix things, right? I couldn't fix this at all. Like I couldn't be like, okay, little Ileana, let's get better. Like my body was already sick and it was hurting. And we've experienced all these kind of things in life. Maybe you've experienced something like this. I consider it like this, a storm of my life. Like I'm a big old baby when it comes to storms. Like when the wind comes and it starts blowing super, super loud, I get afraid. I'm afraid. I just afraid of cat maybe, but I'm afraid because it's the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen. We've all experienced things like this in our life, that storms. Maybe you feel like, okay, Jesus, you told me yesterday, Jessica, to come and see. But as I start to think about the storms in my life, I'm like, where are you, Jesus? You told me I would be okay. You told me you would be here. And now I'm afraid and now I'm scared. And in that time of my life, I said, Jesus, I need you. My mind is racing. It doesn't stop. At this time when I'm at the hospital and the doctors come in, they tell you all these things, right? And I remember being at the hospital waiting. I wasn't even waiting for Ileana's dad. I was waiting for my mom. Once my mom got there, I knew I would feel better when she showed up because it was just a sense of peace in my life. That's how close I am to my mom. And that's how me and Ileana are. My daughter, we're very close. And there's a peace about it when my mom's even around now. Like during this pandemic, whenever I got to see my mom and my dad, I felt like it's going to be okay. This is kind of an experience Jesus's homies, as they call him, his squad, his people experienced one day when they were out on the ocean. And his disciples, I want to share with you who his disciples were. His disciples were his friends, the people that he rolled with, right? There were 12 of them. They were everywhere. They knew him. They knew the things that he was doing. Remember, he called Philip and Nathaniel were like, yes, you're the one. They trusted him. They would go with him wherever he told them to go. And this one time they get on a boat. And Jesus is on the boat with them. And they're like, okay, we're going to go. And this is what the Bible says in Luke. Thank you for letting me be emotional as you watch this. It's really hard sometimes, and I'm a crier. I cry at everything. One day, Jesus said to his disciples, let's cross to the other side of the lake. So they got in the boat and started out. Okay? They trusted Jesus. They got on the boat. Jesus didn't make them. They were like, okay, let's get in the boat. Let's go. We're going with Jesus. As they sailed across, Jesus settled down for a nap. What was he doing? He was taking a nap on the boat while they're crossing the lake. Okay? He's sleeping. But soon a fierce storm, tell your neighbor fierce. That means like horrible, bad, ugly storm came down on the lake. Oh my gosh, y'all, I would have already been panicked. I would have probably been like, I'm gonna die. Just let me die. I'm so scared, right? That's how I would be. The boat was filling with water and they were in real danger. So this means that their boat is filling. I'm not a fisherman, but my husband is. And when he goes out on a boat, it's a pretty big boat. But if there's water coming in and maybe there's a hole on his little boat, I know that thing is going to sink, right? And so this is filling with water, and the disciples went and woke him up shouting, Master, Master, we're going to drown. Jesus was where? Tell your leader, sleeping. He was asleep, right? The storm came, and on the sea, these strong, violent winds would come, and it would be like a tornado was shaking it. Like, it's the worst storm ever. That is not meant for me, right? And the disciples are all afraid. They're like, Jesus is asleep during this storm? Really? Like, you're going to take a nap right now, Jesus? Where are you? What? Hello, Jesus, we're about to die. That's how I felt when I was in the hospital. I trusted Jesus. I had my faith in him. I knew he could help me, but my flesh and blood, my mind, my logical thinking got in the way because fear was there. Anxiety was there. I was afraid. And these guys on the boat, they were seasoned fishermen, so they've experienced things, but they were so afraid. And they're like, Jesus, we about to die. They're afraid for their life. It's kind of like us in the storms of life. We look for something. We look for someone like me, my mama. She gave me peace. Someone to turn to and help. And sometimes it disappoints us, right? The person who disappointed me at that moment with me being sick was my baby's dad. He wasn't present. It disappointed me and it hurt me. But you know what? My mama there brought peace. And then the story, I feel like my mom was kind of like Jesus when he said this on the boat. Jesus woke up. He rebuked the winds and raging waves, and he said, peace. And another story that recounts it says, peace, be still. Suddenly the storm stopped. All was calm. Then he asks them, where's your faith? He questions them. I'm with you. Jesus is with you through the storms. In the storms of life, when people have let us down, when things have let us down, we feel abandoned, we feel alone. And in the moment of fear, right? We're like, help me, somebody help me. At this moment, they ran to Jesus, and Jesus said, peace, be still. Peace. That was what I was looking for in the middle of my storm. Maybe that is something that you're needing right now in your life. And you're like, Jesus, please give me this peace. He wants to do that. He wants to calm the storms in your life. He wants to be with you. He wants to help you. You don't have to trust other people. He wants you to trust him. Put your trust in him because he is with you. And he's going to say, peace, be still to your life. In the end, the beautiful thing is my daughter was born October 11th, 7:40 p.m., an emergency C-section at 3 pounds, 2 ounces. Through it all, he was with me. My baby showed up healthy, just small, totally tiny. And in the week that led up to me delivering her, I learned what it meant to trust God with the unseen. Trust him with your life. Trust him. He's with you, and he wants you to know he'll calm the storm if you just get out of the boat and trust. Thank you for listening. You're going to go to cabin time and you're going to listen. You're going to share and answer a few questions regarding this message. What are some of the storms in your life? What do you need Jesus to calm? What do you need to trust Jesus with? Be blessed and have a wonderful Catholic.